For the first time in Navy football history, head coach Ken Niumatalolo announced that the team would feature 4 captains instead of 2. One of those players who was elected by his teammates was senior quarterback Malcolm Perry.
What was your initial reaction to be knowing that you're one of the 4 team captains?
I was extremely excited, knowing that the guys put their trust in me to lead them, and all the work we put in the offseason. It's just good to be able to go out on the field every week and, try to win some games.
Who do you think you got your leadership characteristic from? Is there a person in your family or someone you've looked up to over the years?
I would say definitely my mom. She's really quiet, like myself, but she always gets the job done, and people admire her for that, so I would say that.
Malcolm was influenced by his parents in more ways than one, growing up on a military base his entire life.
Your parents served in the Army for combined about 40 years. Do you think that that was a big influence in coming to a service academy one day?
Yeah, I think so. I think they had a lot to do with it because, as I was growing up, that's all I saw was the military life. It's what I was used to, and I just figured that that's what I was going to do. I didn't have many other interests besides playing football, so it was kind of like the best of both worlds.
And you received offers from Air Force and Army as well. Why did you choose to come to Navy?
Just on my visit, the people I was around, I felt the most comfortable.
He felt comfortable around the brigade, staff, and especially a special bond with his teammates.
So I've heard of something special you bonded with one of the captains, and he happened to be one of your wrestling partners.
Yeah.
So tell me, were you guys, he's a little bit bigger than you, but you guys are going at it in a wrestling class?
Yeah, so if we're talking about the same thing, I think we're talking about, we were wrestling one day, and me and Ford are really competitive when it comes to anything, so he was on top of me, and I think he was smiling, like talking. I couldn't get up, and then I did a little move or something, and I actually got him. He was shocked. So
you were able to wrestle Ford.
Beat him. Yeah, beat Ford.
It's pretty impressive. It's a little captain's bonding time, right?
For sure.
Let's talk a little bit about your Navy varsity debut. So that first game you ever played, they literally pulled you out of the stands. Tell me a little bit about that story.
Right. So going into the week, I had gotten sick, so I was out. And then I came back and I got to play in the JV game that week. First Navy football game for me, I would say. It was fun. Got to run around with my friends a little bit. So I'm going into the game. I got to go to the tailgate that morning. Got to walk around, look at the guys on the field. I was getting excited. Got in my seat and I was eating Twizzlers with Taj. And I saw Tago get hurt and I was like, oh man. And then I saw Kale, I think one of the managers, just sprinting up the stairs. And I was looking, I heard him, he was like, where's Malcolm, where's Malcolm? And then they took me to the locker room. They had to go back to the campus to get my stuff. So I'm just waiting in the locker room in my uniform. Everybody's coming in for halftime, all confused, looking at me kind of weird. So I got to suit up and I actually got to get in, so it was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, how shocked were you when they said like, hey, you're going into this game? Because that's a lot to not be able to really mentally prepare before.
I was extremely shocked, extremely nervous. But once I got on the field, it was fun.
During Malcolm's first few seasons at Navy, he went back and forth between the slot back and quarterback positions, only starting as quarterback 3 times in 2017, 5 times in 2018, and now every game this season.
And how nice is it, though, to be able to just concentrate on one position?
It's extremely nice. Just going up to meeting rooms every day, not knowing which one you're going to go to. It's kind of bugging. Not knowing what you're going to be doing for the week is a little frustrating. But it was fun. Like, I'm grateful for the experience, but it's good to be in one meeting room, playing one position.
Coach Jasper once described you as a perfectionist. Do you think that's true?
When it comes to football, yeah, for sure. Off the field, maybe not. I'm a little messy, but yeah.
And I heard that before this season, knowing that you're going to have that quarterback position, did you just study the playbook nonstop and brought the playbook with you wherever you went? Is that true?
Pretty much. Me, Taj, Rue, Champ, Chance, all the guys I usually hang out with, that was pretty much what consumed the whole day. There wasn't much playing around on the game, it was more in the playbook.
You're constantly climbing the record books now this season and constantly in the same sentences, Ricky Dobbs, Keenan Reynolds, and so many more Navy legends. How exciting is it to be able to go out with a bang for your senior season?
I'm extremely excited and grateful. Those are some great names you mentioned. Great football players for sure. But I'm trying to keep that, something I think about after the season. Try to keep the wins rolling as we go on.
And speaking of senior season, is it bittersweet? I mean, this is the last go-around.
It's extremely bittersweet. I'm trying to take in all my experiences, my day-to-day experiences, try to really take them in because I know that they're coming to an end soon. So.
And this entire season has been so successful, not only for you, but the offense in a total, the defense, just the whole team. What do you think makes this team this year so special?
I think the work we put in the offseason and also the taste we had in our mouth from last season is not something that we wanted to experience coming into our last season. So the senior class got together during the summer, established what we wanted to do and how we're going to do it, and I think it's going pretty well so far.